This is the Tease ST1. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Ted Talks Guitars and Life. Well, I have a new guitar, a new Tease Guitars. Some might call me Mr. Tease. Nobody calls me Mr. Tease, man. Oh man. Well, hey, welcome back to the channel. So if you follow the channel, what you know is that I purchased a Tease ST1 in Battle Gray, and in the process of blacking that guitar out, this guitar, I cracked the body around where the neck plate goes in a couple of different places, and that is well documented. You can see the playlist, the descriptions below for all the hoopla, as it were, about that. We'll call it an incident. Everything is blacked out. My repair job on the cracking is dodgy at best, but from there you can't tell a difference probably. And I'm still waiting the long-awaited black trim cover. And once I get it, man, she'll all be blacked out. After I had cracked the body on this guitar, I was really out of sorts, man. I just couldn't understand it. Did I do it? Because I used my very long screwdriver, and you can see all about that in the playlist below. And what happened was Torsten reached out to me and he said, hey man, I've got a gray ST1 body in the shop, and if you want it, it's yours. And we worked out a sweet deal on that thing. And so I ordered it because I didn't know if I could fix the cracked body here. And again, the guitar is playable, even was playable before I attempted to fix it, which I think I have. So it was a series of CA glue in all the cracks. And then on the under the neck plate here, I did some more CA glue in the cracks. And then I took UV resin, thank you Mike, and leveled that out where there was no longer a divot in the body of the guitar so that the plate would lay flush. I ordered a second black neck plate because the original neck plate was bent. It followed the screws, and so I could have probably figured out a way to flatten it, but I wasn't going to take any more chances on damaging this guitar. So what I did is, I fixed it. And so after I had fixed it, I knew that I had this gray body coming. And I thought, oh my goodness, man, I'm going to have two guitars, or at least I'm going to have one blacked out ST1 and I'm going to have one gray body. What am I going to do with the gray body? So I contacted Torsten, and because, I was thinking, well, I could go out to Amazon, I could buy a neck. A neck on Amazon started $45, something like that. And, there were plenty of options out there. You might remember that I got a replacement neck for one of my grandson's Telecasters. That's in the playlist below as well. And I really liked that neck, so I was going to get one, and I just thought, on a chance, man, I'll just reach out to Torsten. And I just said, hey man, you have any necks? You had a body, do you have any necks? And sure enough, he did, and we worked out a deal, and he shipped it over to me. And so now this is what I'm calling the Tease ST1. Two kind of body and a neck that were never probably together or intended to be together are now together in perfect harmony and unity. Hey, and I've got my amp turned down, and I'm trying to be more quiet than usual. My daughter is suffering from migraines, and so I'm just trying to be sensitive to her. So if you can't hear the playing, I really apologize. Maybe later down the road, I'll make some more playing samples. So I had a body. So what I did is I threw in all the stock ST1 parts that I had from the one that I blacked out. So this is the original 3 single coil pickups. These are ceramic, volume, 2-tone, 5-way switch, basic output jack. I haven't made any upgrades at all. I did nope. I did block off the trim on the back. I don't like a trim. I don't dive bomb. I don't need it. So I always, you know, block those off the way I do it. It's in, you can see that in some of my other videos if you'd like to do that. But the trim cover is on the black one. So I wasn't going to buy another trim cover. And so as soon as the black one comes in, I'll replace that. I stayed with the chrome again and all of that on the body. Now, I remembered the guitar sounded pretty good. And she does. Maybe what I need to do anyway, guys, I can't play the guitar, but if I could, you'd know how cool this sounds. All right, so the neck didn't have any hardware. Obviously, it was just a neck. So these are Fender style string guides, and I made a video of me putting these and the tuners on that you could check out if you want to see that below. And then I took a risk on these SAPHUE locking tuners. I'd never heard of them before. SAPHUE or something. They're 18-to-1. They're branded super machine heads. So we'll find out how super they are. But so far they're doing the job. You know, we talk about locking tuners a lot on the channel just because I'm a locking tuner guy. And I know a lot of you don't like them. And you think they're unnecessary. Hey man, guess what? You do you, right? Rock on with your bad selves. I'm a locking tuner guy. So I got to thinking about this. Hey Mike and J-Man, we've been talking about tuners a little bit in some of the comments of other vids. So I've never tried these before. I think these were $28, so kind of in that Music Lily Pro Geiger price range. And I got to thinking about it. In the Music Lily tuner world, a lot of them I really liked. Some of them have been kind of lackluster. And I actually I was playing, I think it was the Orange Crush guitar, and one of my Tellies, sure enough, had Geiger locking tuners on them. And those were pretty good too. So I just want to see, man. It had more to do with shipping. These could get to my house faster, given the holiday. So this is what I went with. I'm going to take a chance and see how they do. Now, man, this was not a guitar that I bought, right? I bought a body and a neck. But let me tell you something. Just sidebar on this deal right here. This neck that I bought from Tease, the frets, of course, no sharp fret ends because they're rounded ball ends, and there's none that are sticking off the fingerboard like, you know, any kind of nonsense like that. But they are kind of that uneven. Some of them aren't quite as long as the others, okay? And so that's, to me, that's cosmetic. It doesn't affect me playing. somebody would never see those unless they were like doing this to my guitar. And hey man, don't get that close to my stuff. No man, seriously. I mean, if you were really looking, you could tell that there's some, you know, some of these are a little lower than the others, but the play is good. I did not find one high fret. So yeah, the frets were great. Not one high fret. I did, J-Man, I took those red sanding sponge things that we were talking about. And yeah, just polished up the frets to my player preference. Started with 320, end up at, you know, 2000 grit. She is silky smooth and ready to go. The nut is cut, I'm going to say, better than the last one was. In fact, I don't think I'm going to have to touch that up at all. Just eyeball it here and play or feel. I've got it set up. My action is a little bit higher than some people because I'm slapping. I am trying to, you know, learn how to play more delicately. You know, it's that weird thing where you think louder means more force, you know, when you can do louder with the amp and the pedals, right? I bet that's what a boost pedal's for. It could be. So I'm trying to get my action a little bit lower, just learning how to play better, you know, and help me be more strategic, perhaps, and more methodical in my playing. And for me, that's all about slowing down. Anyway, so yeah, body, neck, talked about all of the frets and the tuners and the string guides, the parts, played it a little bit. Well, that is the Franken-Tease ST1. What I'm going to do in a future video is I'm going to go head-to-head against the stock ceramic pickups versus the Music Lily pickups. Now, again, that'll be kind of a little bit weird because the blacked out one has the humbucker in the bridge, and so with the humbucker in the bridge, we're going to have to stay in, you know, probably the first three positions. I don't think we go to the fourth position to involve the humbucker at all, but it would be interesting because I really think that the stock pickups, although they're ceramic on the ST1, sound just as good as the single coil pickups in this Music Lily blacked out pick guard that I got. So anyway, man, down the road, future videos, we'll do some comparison. And yeah, okay, nobody calls me Mr. Tease, but they might now. Man, what a journey this is with Tease Guitars. What a journey of life, man. Hey, wherever you are today, whatever you're doing, man, I pray it's a great day for you. It's filled with love and peace and joy and the people you dig and the stuff you like to do, man. And wherever you are in your guitar journey, man, I pray it's a long, smooth, safe, joy-filled ride for you, Jack. Hey, rock on with your bad selves, everybody. We'll catch you down the road.